Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of one thing and I come from stud. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from stud. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to shout harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.
And good evening, everyone. We welcome you inside Spartan Arena here for tonight's boys volleyball matchup, and it is probably one of the biggest ones on the schedule. And if you followed boys volleyball, it's no surprise that these two teams love to do battle back and forth we go, as it's the Homestead Spartans taking on the Carroll Chargers. And a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be watching. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. And again, these two teams have met last year in only the second year of IHSAA play in the regional round. Could they potentially be on yet another collision course? Still too early to say, but believe it or not, regionals just over a month away. A little bit of a rhyme as it's time to present our sponsors, including the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill, serving the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment. 3 locations to serve you best. The Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill, 420-3474. By Tom Steele Tire, 2 locations, best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson, servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years for all of your tire and auto needs. By Otweiler Contracting, from bid to build, Otweiler Contracting has you covered. Visit them online, OtweilerContracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. Visit them online at jollylawfirm.com. By Ciocca Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what they're all about at Ciocca Cleaning and Restoration. By the University of St. Francis. Well, we'll get there. Brought to you by the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs. You can complete your degree programs in just as little as 12 months. Visit them online at online.sf.edu today for more information. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design build mechanical and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. By the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana, we are LIUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's age training program designed to maximize your athleticism. Visit them online at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And brought to you by Always 100 Academy Drills and Skills now until May 28th. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday nights are 5 to 6:30. Ages from kindergarten to 12th grade. You can work in your dribbling, shooting, passing, and defense. And punch cards are available where you buy 10, get 2 free over at PSM Fieldhouse. Thanks to our friends at Always 100. And also brought to you by the fine folks at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X at 260 Sports, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, again, as you know, it's always a great battle when these two teams can try to combat against each other when it comes to boys volleyball. And tonight, is no exception in boys volleyball play in Northeast Indiana. As again, these two teams were in regional play last year, but it was the Spartans that got the best of the Carroll Chargers, but eventually fell short in the following round to go to the Final Four in state play. So again, a lot of big things going on tonight between these two teams, and yet interestingly enough, it's been a rocky road for these two teams to start here in this season. But also too, you look at the competition of who has been playing against each other as it stands right now. Homestead coming in 10-5 on the regular season, had a fiery start but did have some losses and losses in a classic last weekend. Now trying to rebuild back forward. Meanwhile, the Carroll Chargers, they started off 3-0, eventually lost to Leo, but have only taken up 2 losses since at 12-3 officially. That's at least from what we have as it stands right now. So you have to think, too, that this Carroll team and this Homestead team still has a lot of fire left in them here in this 2026 regular season. But weirdly enough, in the Max Prep rankings, no one is looking at those two now. Instead, they're looking at 2 other teams, the Leo Lions and the Fort Wayne Lions, believe it or not, both presently undefeated as we are at the midpoint of the regular season as it stands right now. Nonetheless, should be a fun matchup here tonight. As again, Carroll coming in number 12 in the state, 12-4. Homestead 10-5 here at Spartan Arena. And it's also very good to say we welcome you back to Spartan Arena for the first time in quite some time, and what should be a very fun matchup tonight between two teams that have historically had just very strong attackers on the front lines day in and day out. Let's start with Carroll again, coming in 12-4 on the regular season. And their first loss to Leo this season, but they also lost to the same Homestead Spartan team 3-2 on their home court just a little over 2 weeks ago, but are now on a 3-match winning streak, I beg your pardon, winning in straight sets over Northrop last night, and then getting 2 wins over Southport and Cathedral, but losing to Fishers over the weekend. And also Roncalli and Penn, splitting with Roncalli and Penn, getting the win over Penn and the loss to Roncalli. Led, by the way, no surprise, Jaden Capers, 3.8 kills per set. Hayden Hoover, 2.2 kills per set. Jake McClurg leading on the defensive side, 3.7 digs per set. But Isaiah Peterson, the junior, leading the way when it comes to the front blocks. But the aces, it's been about Isaac Bushog with 21 on the season right now for Coach Don Potter and company for the Carroll Chargers. Meanwhile, for Homestead, again, a very balanced attack that we see for Coach Jacob Allred and company. Brady Henline leading the way, the senior, 2.7 kills per set. But it's been a dual pair of sophomores that have been trying to make some noise. Bryson Booker at 2.2 kills per set. Hunter Luton in at 2.2 kills per set as well. Luton also leading in total blocks at 23. And Colson Ciattarini at 3.2 digs per set. The sophomore for Coach Allred and company. Henline still leading the way, being the headliner at 18 aces in the season as it stands right now. But nonetheless, you have to think that intensity is always on the mind between these two teams, and all within good reason, as we will have your first serve and starting lineups coming up in just a little bit from Spartan Arena. Is again a regional rematch of these two teams last year, and both teams looking to try to go on a roll and stay on a roll if they can. Meanwhile, Homestead, as we mentioned, they come in 10-5 in the regular season as it stands. Got 2 wins over the weekend over Floyd Central and Center Grove. But before that, however, have been battling a 4-game losing streak, one of which, interestingly enough, to the Fort Wayne Lions. So, something else to keep in mind as we progress forward. We'll be back with your opening serve coming up in just a moment. You're watching Indiana Boys High School Volleyball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, SummitCitySports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent, and it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important, to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
But now I got a hold of everything and I come from stud. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from stud. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Game time here at Spartan Arena, and a big one tonight between the Chargers and the Homestead Spartans. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. Matt Jackson under the weather tonight, so we will just be at the still angle, but knowing, as you can see, how far up we are tonight, we should be okay in one fashion or another. Matt should be back with us tomorrow night, as we've got another great matchup, Heritage and Snyder, coming to you from Klein Court coming up tomorrow night. But a great one here again, 2 top 25 teams according to the latest Max Prep polls. Carroll coming in 12-4 in the regular season. The Spartans coming in at 10-5. And the starting rotations look a little bit like this. We'll start for the Spartans, going to be on the left side. On the left side of the court, they'll be in the white jerseys. The libero in blue looks a little bit like this. Brady Henline wearing number 2, number 13. Bryson Booker, number 33, the libero. Colson Chuzzarini, number 8 in Hunter Luton, number 7, Michael Heimland, and number 6 in Aaron Espinoza, lining out the roster and the starting rotation for Coach Jacob Allred and company. For Coach Don Potter, it looks a little bit like this. Not too many changes on the rotation. It's number 1, Jaden Capers, wearing number 1, we should say. Number 3, Jacob McClurg, the libero here tonight. Number 13, Carter Papagiannis. Number 8 in Isaiah Peterson, I beg your pardon. Number 6, James Hinch. And number 15 in Hayden Hoover, lining out Coach Don Potter's roster. As the deflection goes off the tip and on the board for Sparty as we are underway. Last time these two teams met up, it was a 5-set thriller just 2 weeks ago over at Charger Fieldhouse. And it was Sparty with the win on that one in 5. Carroll looking to try to upend that. Again, both teams trying to ride a little bit of momentum, both riding some winning streaks over the weekend classics as the point goes down in time for Hayden Hoover. But nonetheless, still plenty of work left to do here in the regular season. As again, we mentioned sectional play coming up just about 3 weeks away. Here's this one, split up across. High swing, nice dunk tip swing in time for Hunter Luton on the board. The Spartans get a little sky hook to start off to make it 2-1. Here's the swing over from Espinoza. Espinoza lines this one high. Dug up again in the middle. Espinoza looks to try to battle for it. Saved by Booker. Now another chance on the attack. It's going to be short. And right back on the board for Sparty. 3-1 advantage of Homestead here. So we're just getting underway. JV, a 2-0 winner for Carroll. Homestead trying to win the second half in the double dip. This one, a little deflection back to Hench. They're going to have to go for the pass on the opposite side, and they do. Now another swing up top. Lob down, but out of play. So Bryson Booker was able to try to get the swing in time, but could not get it. And the lead condensed back down to 1. And serving now is Jake McClurg, the junior defensive specialist. And they did see a hand in on it in the meantime to make it 3-3. It looked like that from our vantage point. It looked like maybe Ciantarini or Espinoza maybe got a hand on it. Nonetheless, even at 3. Here's a deflected tip, gets back over to Hench. Hench still looking to keep it alive. Gets this one brought down. Capers able to swing up and in. And the Chargers now riding a 3-0 run here in set number 1 to make it 4-3. Early on here in the first. Push again along the way. This one up into the net. But a little reach in on the inside against Carroll. Going to go back on the board for Homestead. 4-4. With Hutter Luton now. Out of play. Again, very similar to really how this match started out between these two teams just a few weeks ago, as it was a lot of trading points back and forth, back and forth. You have the feeling that could very well be the case here tonight. With Isaac Bushog now. Sailing this one up the middle. High tip. Capers leaps it up and over. Another chance. Capers, nice block to get up front. And a big swing coming in time for number 13 in Bryson Booker as we take a look at that again, powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. As Booker able to get the swing in time and get the great block to shut it down to make it a 5-5 affair. Another nice back row save from Espinoza. And a great swing attack given in from Brady Henline. So the Spartans now battling back a little bit here in set number 1. They have the lead 6-5. Here's Booker. Able to connect up the middle. But Capers again showing how he has been one of the more dominant swingers, especially on the outside hits, all season long. And leading the way for this Carroll team at just over 3 kills per set as we're even at 6. It's also back to serve. Capers goes mid-row, received by Espinoza. Deflection tipped down, but out of play. As the Carroll faithful chanting, there's no court there. Again, NACS versus SACS here today. Nice little swing up the middle. This one still kept live, but eventually ruled for the net violation against number 6 and James Hench. So they'll trade the points back to each other, and we'll make it even at 7 apiece. And Brady Henline now. Henline. End of the net. Again, it's always interesting when these two teams continue to really try to combat against each other, but also, too, interesting in the sense that they've had really the most success of boys volleyball teams in the region really over the last 5 years before IHSAA play and IHS BVCA play. It's a nice swing down on the upper right corner, able to get it back on the board for Homestead. So certainly something to keep in mind, but also, too, the thing to note is that this is only the second year that boys volleyball has been recognized as an official IHSAA sport. A little reach in going to go against Sparty. And so Carroll strikes back to make it 9-8. Of course, it is very possible that these two teams will be meeting again roughly a month from now, if not a month from Thursday. That's when the regional round will be played, since they both are split off into separate sectionals. As Carroll, they will be in the sectional over at Snyder, where they'll have to get past a very tough Leo team too, mind you. This one swung up back out of play and back on the board for Carroll. While Homestead, however, certainly the favorites out of the Huntington North sectional, as the early numbers stand. But of course, we do infamously stress that it is early numbers. Here's the push up into the net. Still looking to continue to keep it alive. This one falls short. High swing tip off the hands of Hench. Now another opportunity for Espinoza. This one's still live on the Neveko board. One-hander from Hench, can't get it to go. And back down to a 1-point fair. 10-9 here in set number 1. So we're just getting underway, and it's certainly been one of those games where it feels like it's swinging on a pendulum. And no team really going on more than a 3-0 run as it stands. We haven't seen the prolonged stretches of 1 point after another. Capers digging it up in the middle. Chance again, one-hander off the hands of Peterson. This one set in the back for Espinoza. Espinoza trying to continue to get the battle. They were looking for it off the tip. Do they get the tip? No tip. And on the board in time for Carroll. And again, the infamous chant of "there's no court there," and with reason. Here's the push again up the middle, but a little miscue fired, and down low off the hands of Brady Hinline. And so Carroll now trying to go on a little bit of a run here in set number 1, their largest lead of the evening so far. And continuing to add on it thanks to the big block up front. And a timeout called by Homestead. So they will take a timeout. We will take it with them. You're watching Indiana High School Volleyball on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
(13-9) advantage of the Chargers here in set number 1. They're riding on a little bit of extra momentum here in set number 1. This, again, really the frontline attacks have been something to keep an eye on here this evening, and Carroll's done a good job of at least trying to combat that in one direction or another. The question is, can they continue to do such that? Or of that, I should say. So they try to reset once more. And they go back now to James Hench, the sophomore defensive specialist. One of 4 sophomores on the board for Coach Don Potter and company. This one received in the back, brought down from Booker. Booker still continuing to keep it alive. Another high swing. Saved at the middle from Chatterini. Tipped off the net and back on the board for Spartans. So they're able to answer that one right back to make it 13-10. There's another push again. This one, block tip still kept live. One-hander up the middle. Nice save again over from Peterson. Peterson deflected back row. Espinoza Going to have to go on the one-hander. They wouldn't have had another chance to get another one on it, too. And the lead back to 4, 14-10. Here in set number 1. And really, set number 1 historically has dominated for Carroll as they averaged 24.2 points in the first. Homestead just averaging 21.9. As this one sails out of the box. So it could be a case of, hey, shake it off, see what we can do from here. But when you look at late set averages, however, Homestead does have a little bit more of the edge of winning averaging at that 25 and 15 mark. Nice little dunk tip again in time for Hayden Hoover. So you can see Homestead is a team that wants to stay in it with you no matter what. But Carroll will try to continue to ride the momentum. But interestingly enough, taking a look at the box score, the last time these two teams faced off, it was the Spartans who won at set number 1, 25-23. Carroll won the second and third, 20-25, 25-21, or 25-20, 25-21, but then ultimately dropping the last two to Homestead, 25-23 and 15-7. Could we see something similar here today? Well, stay tuned. Still plenty of match left to be played. And with the blocks up front, they'll certainly try to find a way to make it happen. It's Hunter Luton on the front, able to get the quick swing in time. The lead down to 5, 16-11. Luton again, up the middle. Nice swing down low and in time for number 1 in Jaden Capers. So he's able to command again just the front ability that he's been able to do as a senior leader. In fact, interestingly enough, only one of 3 seniors for Coach Don Potter and company. Hayden Hoover and Alex Helmkamp, the other 2. Isaac Bushong now ready to sail this one across. 6-point lead advantage of the Chargers. This one broken up the middle. This one a little deflection and down low. As Silas Short was trying to get a good read on it but could not get it to go. And the Spartans cut it back down to a 5-point advantage. Booker gets this one up the middle. High swing for Capers. This one still kept live. Nice swing. High push again. Dog up in the middle from McClurg. McClurg now on the run. Lifted again up the middle. Now another chance. High tip. Swing. Nice save from Bushong. But a lift call going to go against, and actually into the net call going to go against Carroll. So a quick break for Homestead. And the lead back down to 4, 17-13. Chance again up to Bushong. This one up the middle, but not going to be far enough. And now the Spartans taking advantage of the Carroll miscues. And with good reason to make it a 3-point affair, 17-14. Another push again. This one broken up top. High swing, tip, nice deflection off the hands of Max Mabey. Is Mabey able to get this one in time to make it a 4-point affair, 18-14. Here in set number 1. The Chargers still 2 timeouts. Homestead only with 1. Block up into the net. Not high enough. And so Carroll now continuing to try to push it forward, 19-14. Out of play it goes. 19-15 in the chance of there's no court there coming back in from the Homestead faithful. It's got it down to a 5-point game. Here's another push inside to Capers. High tip, down low, got it. Max Mabey again doing a great job of reading to his right side to get the quick point on the board. And the lead back up to 20-15. Espinoza gets a nice swing down and in time. Currently the attack leader in Aaron Espinoza, doing a great job getting those quick points on the board as the Chargers trying to retain the lead at 20-16. Here's a push again up the middle. This one broken up. Dunk up in the middle this time from Chitterini. Chitterini. Nice swing again coming in from Headline. Now Carroll looking to reset. They go off the hands of Peterson. Peterson looks able to lob this one up. Block tip down low. Got it. Thanks to the set piece from James Hedge. The lead extended back to 5, 21-16 here in set number 1. Here on the southwest side of Allen County. First time we've been with you at Homestead in a little while, we should say, inside. Nice swing from Papagiannis. Dunk up from Capers. Another swing up the middle. This one broke it up down low. But a great attack again coming in from Hunter Luton, who's really been the story so far today by our count. 3 attacks today for Luton. And the lead back to 4. 21-17 late here in set number 1. High swing again. Gets it back over to Chitterini. Chitterini. This one still kept live. Nice save from Hedge. Spartans now trying to go in attack territory, and they get it. A great force on the deflection and the right side swing from Michael Heilman. Able to get the swing on the board to make it 21-18. And Heilman now ready to bring it back. Received by Hedge. Goes over to Capers on the attack, out of play. And what was a lead of 6 is now a lead of 2. 21-19, kind of exactly what you would expect here tonight. And a timeout called by Carroll. 21-19, back in a moment.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
That street line, I was trying to sound harder than the street light.
21-19 advantage of Carroll. But Homestead right now on a 4-0 run here in set number 1, trying to steal a set from the Chargers and try to go up 1-0 on home court. Carroll trying to shut that down if they can. That's one way to do it too. Hayden Hoover able to get the nice jump swing up and in. So we take a look at that again, powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. As Hoover able to get the nice swing, jump, and get it all the way into the back row. And the lead now back to 3, 22-19. Broken up again in the middle. Now Heilman attack up front, and Hoover cleaning it up just like the vacuum. 23-19. With James Hench, not James Sullivan, for you 23-19 referencers of Monsters, Inc. Nice dunk from Capers, able to get, no, he doesn't dunk it. He was way too close. Delayed call down low, but Capers did get a little too close for comfort. And the lead now 23-20. And a chance now for Aaron Espinoza, the senior. Espinoza goes right up the middle to the libero. This one deflected. Had to be brought over by Peterson. Set piece play. Deflected. Nice save again up the middle. Who's got it? It's Capers. Capers, a nice block tip down and in. Bryson Booker on the board. As Booker able to get the swing in time. And a commanding block to cut it back down to 2. Espinoza again. It's brought over now by Hoover. Espinoza on the receive. Booker gets the deflection. One-hander. And Booker reading the Carroll defense like a book. They're down 1 late here in the first. Espinoza again. Gets it back over to Capers. Deflected again up the middle. High swing. Tipped down and in. And Homestead has battled back from as many as 6 down in set number 1. And an opportunity to try to go up 1-0 to start what could be a heavyweight matchup. Espinoza sails it again in the middle. Now another chance. Hoover into the net. And does the run continue for Sparty and Co.? They have one time. Carroll has 1 timeout remaining. Does Dawn Potter want to take it? And she will. 24-23, and it's all of a sudden just a quick shift in momentum as the Chargers were up by as many as 6 points in set number 1. But Homestead riding on the late momentum thanks to number 13, Bryson Booker, able to get some pivotal blocks up front to try to slow down the momentum. We've also seen Hunter Luton and Aaron Espinoza again continuing to make their claim as well as some of the most prime players are going to see here on the court. Again, as a reminder, Wednesday night we will be with you from Snyder. So that's tomorrow night, believe it or not. We'll be at Snyder as we'll see the Heritage Patriots take on the Snyder Panthers. The Panthers trying to get into the upper leg of the table in SAC play, but also to get themselves positioned for what will be a very tough sectional that they'll be hosting on their home court as they'll take on Heritage. We'll be with you just before 7 p.m. tomorrow night. JV begins at 6. We'll be with you just a little before at 7 tomorrow night right here on Summit City Sports. Set point opportunity for Espinoza. Able to get this one up and across. High tip, block, still kept live by Carroll. Gets it down over to McClurg. McClurg, block, tip, dunked, it's over. And the Spartans battle all the way back. And set 1 is certainly like a mirror now, isn't it? 25-23, Spartans take the first. Back of the second coming up in just a moment. You're watching Indiana Boys High School Volleyball on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
We welcome you back inside Homestead's High School, where the Spartans able to go on a quick run and eventually come back and win set number 1, 25-23 over Carroll. But what could be certainly a matchup that is going to be far from over. The last time these two teams met up, they went the distance at 5 games apiece. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill. Whether you're enjoying the best fish in Fort Wayne, you are enjoying the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at all 3 locations. It's the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill. By Tom Steele Tire, 2 locations best to serve you, off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Tom Steele Tire, servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. By Ottweiler Contracting, from bid to build, Ottweiler Contracting has you covered. Visit them online at ottweilercontracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense, and the choice of an attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. By Siaka Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what they're all about at Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. Visit them online at siakas.com. At the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs, you can earn your degree with all the flexibility you need, and in fact, some degrees can be completed in as little as 12 months. Visit them online at online.sf.edu today for more information. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. Of the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana, we are LIUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge training program. It's designed to maximize your flexibility and your athleticism. Visit them online at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge today. By Always 100 Academy Drills and Skills, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays from 5:30 to 6:30 now through May 28th. Ages pre-K through 12th grade can develop your dribbling, shooting, passing, not parking, I beg your pardon, and defense. With punch cards available, where you can buy 10, get 2 free over at PSM Fieldhouse. And we're underway here in set number 2. Homestead won the first in come from behind fashion. Can they find a way to keep the momentum in their direction and go 2-2 against Carroll? Right now, they're certainly looking as if that's the case, as they win the first point 1-0. As they won the first set 25-23, eerily similar to the matchup that these two teams had just a few weeks ago at Charger Fieldhouse. Does that continue here? Nice swing, tipped down, dunk, and got it to go. Is Hunter Luton able to get the nice sky hook in time to make it 2-0 in advantage of Homestead. The rally continuing now for Michael Heilman. Gets it right up the middle to Hench. One-hander on the way now from Peterson. High swing tip to Espinosa. That one's going to go back row. They'll have to save it from Trent, and they do. Capers able to get it up in the middle. Now it's got to be a set-piece play. Espinosa able to get the deflection down and in time and in. As Espinosa, the secret weapon, has just continued to find a way to slide in and get some quick points when you least expect it. 3-0 the advantage of the Spartans as they've just continued to try to line it up here on the board here today. This one's off the top, 4-pass play. And a 4-0 lead and advantage of Homestead. The rally continuing now from Heilman. Block tipped. Going to go back row to Espinosa. They'll reset it again. This one connected way back to Henline. Capers over to Hench. Hench able to force the deflection, and that stops the run for the moment, but not before 4 consecutive on the board for the Spartans. And just like that, it gets them on a run that they need to be on as they win the first, as they've at least led the way in the first, 25-23, and come from behind fashion. From now, it seems as if they haven't given up that momentum, but this can be a long match. But Aaron Espinosa doesn't want that to be the case. He goes down to get his second point in 3 attempts. And Spartans back up by an advantage of 5-1. Espinosa brings it across. They get it back over to Hinch. One-hander. Saved live. And a nice swing down and in from Booker. It's Booker doing a great job of continuing to read the right side as well as he can. As the Spartans, again, have just continued to find a way to really light it up as well as they can. Able to get this one pushed over. Nice dunk tip down low. Got it. As Capers able to swing it up top. Make it 6-2. As Capers brings it across. And sets it back over to James Hench. Hench brings it over. Received by Chitarini. Blocked up into the net. But a nice pass in time from McClurg. Set piece play upcoming. It's going to be a tip from Booker. And apparently that's all they need. So Booker able to get the quick swing tip. And an early timeout called by Carroll. We take a look again at the upcoming schedules. Doesn't get easier for either of these teams. For the Spartans, they'll head over to Southside coming up on Thursday night. It's a 5:30 start time over at the home of the Archers. And then they'll have the Noblesville Invite coming up this weekend. And then we'll be welcoming Northrop right back here at Spartan Arena. But two very big home games, or two games on the road that'll certainly make a little bit of noise, as it'll be Concordia. They'll be at Concordia on the 29th and at Columbia City on the 30th. We know that we will be following the Spartans in one way or another on either of those dates. Which game we will be at, we will let you know. And an excuse to say, be sure to follow us on our social media channels at 260 Sports. Because if you get these two teams together at Columbia City, my goodness, that would be something to keep a side on. Meanwhile, for Carroll, the schedule looks a little bit like this for them. They head to Concordia tomorrow night. Then they'll have a tournament this coming weekend for heading to Northside and then welcoming Dwenger and Heritage to round out the month of April. 7-2 advantage to Sparty. This one dug up on the inside from Espinoza. High tip again low. Broke it up now from Hoover. Hoover, high swing over to Cavers. That's off the chest, and you can see the frustration come in from Hunter Luton saying, "What was I doing?" So that brings the Chargers back in for the moment. 7-3 advantage to Sparty here in set number 2. They won the first. 25-23. They had to come back and do it. But I've certainly tried to hold the advantage overall here in the match thus far since the late stages. And Bryson Booker has been the big reason why in doing so. So go back up by 5. Here's the push again up the middle. High swing and out of play. (9-3) advantage of Homestead. Spartans doing a great job of trying to continue to keep the momentum in their direction. Capers trying to keep it alive. High swing, deflected, tip, and they do it again. And the frontline tips have been something that Carroll has struggled a little bit on. We saw that in the game against Leo a little over a month ago, if not under a month ago. But does it continue in one fashion or another? We shall see. This one swung up and out of play. And the chance again of there's no court there, ready to go. Nonetheless, Spartans up 6, 10-4. Swing again up the middle. Going to be short. So now the Chargers trying to cut down at what was a 5-point deficit. and slim it down if they can as this one goes out of play. 11-5 advantage of Homestead. They've done a great job of really picking apart Carroll. Another swing again. This one up to Capers. Broken up in the back, finds Hench. Looking to reset again once more. Here's a nice swing tip, down low, and got it. As Aaron Espinoza able to get the swing up in time. The lead back up to 7, 12-5. And the Spartans have certainly made this home court all their own early on here in this one. But into the net it goes. Well, of course you want to make your home court all your own. There's no doubt about that. 12-6 the advantage. Here's the push again, now over to Trent. Trent, high swing over to Espinoza. Able to get the deflection to the back row. 13-6 now. Sparty's doing a great job of continuing the momentum in their direction. Question is, can they continue to keep it in their direction? This one again up the middle. Broken up, down low, not going to matter. As Ciantarini not able to get there in time. The lead now 13-7. This one again, broken up, high swing, tipped down low, got it. Hunter Luton's done a great job of just really reading the edges in his advantage, and all within good reason. But meanwhile, too, we haven't seen too many rotations come in and off the bench for both teams on both sides. And they know that this is really their core 6-7 that they've been looking for this entire time. This one goes into the net and back on the board for Sparty, 15-7. Another push again up the middle. This one going to be swung up and across down to Hench. And Hench able to meet the attack in time as he beats Espinoza and Heilman. And the lead back down to 7, 15-8 here in set number 2. Well, again, in case you're just joining us, Sparty winning set number 1 by a score of 25-23. They were down by as many as 6 points in set number 1. And have really seemed to take control of the match ever since at 15-8. Another push again up the middle. Blocked again. And this time Hoover shuts it down. And to make it 15-9. And in fact, Carroll was just ever so closer of trying to get those late points on the board, but was not meant to be. This one sails out of play, back up to a 7-point advantage, 16-9. Well, again, you talk about leaders again. Last match, or I should say team leaders in kills right now. Brady Henline's found a way to lead the way for Homestead at 88, but Jaden Capers held at 119. We haven't really called his name too much tonight, as the Spartans have done a great job of finding a way to shut him down. Meanwhile, we also haven't seen too much of Michael Heilman up in the middle, too, on the assist side of things. He's got 237 on the season, but leading the way in assists. So you have to think this is a Homestead team that likes to play in the long game and continue to pass. And a man that's been able to get the quick swings down low, number 13, in Bryson Booker, the sophomore, make it a stage here tonight at Spartan Arena. Make it 17-10. Into the net it goes, and that has kind of been the Achilles heel we've seen with Homestead tonight, though, as they run it right back up into the net. So they go back-to-back on service errors. Nonetheless, 17-11. Up the middle. Booker, block tipped. Able to get the pass over in time. Going to have to be a set-piece play. Going to be close. Quad hit called. Actually, a double going to be called against Peterson. It looked like it was going to be a quad, but they ruled a double. So 18-11. And Homestead certainly feeling awfully fine right now. Push again on the inside. Block tip deflected down. They know they've got that one. A great block tip deflection coming off the hands of Brady Henline as he is able to force it out and over. And the lead up to 8. Now for the Spartans. Make it 9 from Henline. With a nice leaping swing and attack. And the Spartans are not only keeping it 300 here tonight, but not going down without a fight. And forcing 300 against the Chargers here tonight. High swing tip, gets it back over to Capers. Connects over to Trent. Trent able to get on the inside edge, and that stops the bleeding for the moment. But a 20-12 advantage with Homestead leading over Carroll, and all with good reason. But again, we've seen this Carroll team battle back in deep situations before. They've still got some work left to do. Here's Isaac Bushong. Going to be short. 21-12. And the Spartans have just found a way to find the Chargers' number in more ways than one. With an explosive second set. Something not many people would have expected here tonight. Espinoza going to be dug up to Capers and out of play. 10-point lead advantage for Homestead. The largest lead for either team against each other all season long. And continuing to add on that. Nice swing coming in from Papagiannis. So they'll slow it down for the moment. Make it 22-13 here in set number 2. But again, the service errors have been the Achilles heel really on both sides we've noticed here tonight. As this one goes back out of play. 23-13. Advantage of Homestead. So they're trying to go up 2-0 against their longtime SAC rival. This one broken up in the middle. High swing, tipped over, still kept live. Espinoza, dug out by Capers. Another chance, block tipped. This time it's off the hands of Luton. Luton with the tip, and it's set point Sparty. And the home crowd loving it right now. Chartarini able to get this one up and over. That's a dunk tip. That's it. It has been all Sparty since the comeback in set number 1, and they have not looked back ever since. As Luton gets the block, tip it in as we go to set number 3, and it's all Homestead here in this one so far. But again, stranger things have happened here in the sport. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Indiana High School Boys Volleyball on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
But now I got a whole nother thing, and I come from
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
A little bit of Wild Cherry and Play That Funky Music playing in the building right now, but certainly the Spartans not in any funk right now. They are focused as they lead this one 2-0, 25-23 and 25-13. They came back at the end of set number 1 and really haven't found a way to look back since then, as they've done a great job of shutting down some of really the big key forces in Jaden Capers and company, which he's on the bench as it stands right now in this upcoming rotation. So we'll look to see what Dawn Potter is going to try to do to try to maybe switch up at least some of the attackers and some of the rotations that she does not expect Homestead to run into. But again, you're back against the wall right now. It takes 65 points to win the match. Homestead, it just takes 25 from here. And is on the court right now for Carroll, at least in the rotation as it stands right now, is going to look a little bit like this. It'll be maybe wearing number 2, Hench wearing number 6, number 12, Jackson Armstrong, number 11, Isaac Bushong, number 8, Isaiah Peterson, the libero right now, number 3, he's going to be coming in, that's Jake McClurg, and number 4 in Brett Rector. So a new rotation coming in for Don Potter and company. Meanwhile, slightly new rotation, we should say, for Don Potter and company. Meanwhile, for Homestead, no changes for Coach Jacob Allred and company, as it is Hunter Luton, Michael Heilman in that rotation, 8 and 7 respectively. Aaron Espinoza, of course, number 6, 13. Bryson Booker, the libero. Chantarini able to get this one up and over. This one into the net off the hands of Luton. And number 2 in Brady Henline. So as Henline runs that one, or Luton runs that one into the net, 1-0 advantage of the Chargers, but still got some work to do as this one sails out of play. And again, the Spartans have had the Chargers number in postseason play of IHSAA play, we should say, as they won in Peru last year over this Carroll team, but yeah, this one sails out of the box. Carroll faithful was looking for maybe an armbar call or grazing off the arm, but they were not seen from our officials, which, if you'd like to be an official, IHSAA.org for more information. Maybe the one-hander up the middle. Able to bring this one up, but a reach-in call. And an illegal back row swing going to go against Homestead. And we're even back at 2. So again, we'll look to see if the momentum is going to stay in Spartan territory, or if Carroll will battle back here. This one broken up inside. Gets it back over to Reckner. Reckner able to connect up the middle. That's a nice dunk tip down low and got it. Hunter Luton able to get the swing tip again, certainly making a case for your Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game, which we will have that for you at the conclusion of tonight's game, powered by Parkview Sports Medicine and their Edge training program. Quick ace on the board for Espinoza. Something we haven't seen too much of tonight for this Homestead team. It's the aces on the board, but nonetheless, it certainly helps in times like this. 4-2 advantage Sparty. Here's the swing again up the middle. Deflected. Saved up by Espinoza. High push. Swing. Tip. Block. Still kept live. And got it. Maybe able to get the deflection tip and trying to reset once more. As again, tonight also the shade game, as it seems like, too, of noting the shades of the jerseys, as Homestead has the Spartan emblem kind of shaded in gray on their uniforms, while Carroll has not necessarily alternating shades of blue, but stripes going down diagonally of one lighter than the other, but just barely noticeable. You can't see it from our vantage point up here, but nonetheless, the Gradient game. That's what it should be called. Even at 4, deflected tip. Able to get this back over to Reckner. Reckner blocked again up the middle. Reckner again. Able to lob this one inside. Espinosa going to have to go for the pass over, and he does. High swing, tip down low, and got it. It's Isaiah Peterson able to get the swing tip in time. And it's 5-4 advantage of Carroll. And the Chargers have their first lead since late in set number 1. But Carroll, again, not happy with what they're seeing right now, so they'll stop to think it over. As Will step aside.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of one thing and I come from stud. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from stud. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name.
5-4 advantage of Carroll. This one swung up and across, down over to Henline. Henline, high swing, tipped over. This one collided again in the middle. Pushed, down low. Gets it back over to Bushong. Bushong trying to continue to keep it in motion. Still up again in the middle, over to Henline. Henline again, blocked off the net. Tip, and still kept live for Carroll. As Max Maybe able to continue to really command that right side over and over. And it's 6-4, advantage of the Chargers. Homestead up 2-0, but Carroll trying to extend this to a 4th, if not more. Chaturani brings this back over to Booker. Deflected again in the middle. This one going to go out of play. 6-5, advantage of the Chargers. Luton deflected inside, and a sneak attack from Peterson up the middle. As Isaac Peterson able to get the quick swing in the middle and in time. And the lead now back up 7-5, advantage of Carroll. Homestead again just doing a great job of trying to continue to keep the momentum in their direction, but Carroll trying to do as such. High tip down low. Nice save again from McClurg. McClurg looks to get this over, finding Hinch. Hinch again on the interim. High swing into the net. As the net has not been kind to the Spartans. But Carroll certainly benefiting from it, saying, hey, we want more points. Let's get there. And they're certainly taking advantage of it. 8-5. And an illegal lift going to go against Carroll, against Homestead. And it's 9-5, advantage of the Chargers. Maybe now. Able to sail this one over. And an out of swing shift. They were looking for the tip, but they're not going to get it. And all of a sudden now, Carroll on a quick run of their own. As they get the swing over in time. Maybe. Deflected back from Chilterini. Finds Booker. Able to connect up top. High swing from Maybe. Out of play. Maybe was looking for that bottom left corner, but could not get it to go. And a chance again for Homestead to try to battle back in. 10-6. Bryson Booker now ready to bring it over. Deflected up the middle. Nice block dunk tipped in the meantime. This time it's Cal Schumard able to get the swing in time to make it 10-7. Bryson Booker now ready to bring it over. Booker. Little misconnection now sets up for a potential set piece. They don't need the set piece. They got Heilman to make it a piece. As he gets it up the middle, 10-8. And now we're starting to see a little bit of that game of runs going on here in this one. Carroll on a long run. Homestead trying to go on one of their own. Up the middle, nice generous bounce for Bushong. Heilman, deflected tip. They go for the swing. Another battle at the net. Bushong again. Henline in time. Brady Henline able to get the quick deflection on the front line. And again, that's where these battles have been won so far, on the front line. And the question is, will it continue? And again, right now, you see no Capers or no Hoover on the floor for Carroll. Homestead up 2-0. Do they find a way to try to get back in there? The run into the net, not necessarily saying that's the case so far. There's Jackson Armstrong returning. But again, you can only have so many substitutions, and you have to think that maybe if Carroll finds a way to pull this one out, they'll find a way to reset, but they do take the timeout. So both teams down to one timeout, 11-9. So we'll step aside.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
(11-9) our score here in set number 3. The Chargers trying to force this to a fourth set. Homestead continuing to try to keep the battle in their direction, as they won the first set 25-23, coming back against Carroll, and then absolutely obliterating at set number 2, 25-13. But is this an opportunity for the Chargers to try to say not so fast? As Isaac Bushong, the sophomore setter, an opposite hitter, ready to bring it in. They're just confirming the rotations from our R1, or R2, I should say. This one up and over. And a nice deflected tip in time for Henline. 11-10 advantage of Carroll, but Homestead certainly on the momentum. Do want to make a correction. It is Carroll that's called both timeouts, as noted by our lower officials. So this one deflected up and out of play. 11-11 now. Homestead trying to ride the momentum thanks to one of its senior leaders in Brady Henline. Deflected again on the inside. Off the net. And a reach on the inside. Going to benefit James Hench. So Carroll with a quick point, 12-11. out of play. So again, the trading points on the serves and trading points of the errors has been kind of the name of the match as it stands so far, but nonetheless, it's been an interesting one here tonight. This one again on the inside. Connects back over to Rector. Rector again. Still looks short. Nice one-hand tip. Saved again by Henline. Set piece play upcoming for Hinch. Henline again on the save. They got to go for Espinosa. This one sails out. So a miscued fire play gets the Chargers back up to an advantage. The one-up advantage, we should say, 13-12. Here in Spartan Arena, so certainly far from over. This one out of play. But again, the service errors have been the issue here tonight across the board, no matter how you look at it. Question is, can they continue to try to battle back from that? This one again on the inside, finds over to Rector. Rector, high swing tip, not going to matter. As Max may be able to get the swing in time, 14-13. And the points trading continues. And side one-hander coming in from Schneider. They go over to Maybe, out of play. No, we're reaching on the inside against Homestead. Here's the one-hander dunk again from Lowton, able to get it up and in time. And it's 15-14. Espinosa now going to be short. (16-14). Chargers still very much alive. With Jake McClurg now ready to try to bring this one over right to left in your screen. Battle at the net. Doesn't matter. And a contact out of play. Bushong gets the point. And it's 17-14. Advantage of the Chargers. And you have the gut feeling that this one is never going to be as easy as it looked like at set number 2 for the Spartans. And credit to the Chargers for battling back rather quickly. And they knew this was going to be a battle. Henline able to save it up and in time. Cannot settle on those easy points. And they know they won't, but Luton sails in out of play again. And it's 18-14 advantage to Carroll. Here's McClurg, deflection. All of a sudden, the Chargers up 5, timeout Homestead. 19-14. This will be back in a moment.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
And another block tip in time from Maybe. And Carroll now battling all the way back, 20-14. And now looking to extend the match yet again, as it's been really just a tale of going back and forth we go. This one goes into the net off the hands of McClurg. So now Homestead going to have to dig a little bit deep if they want to try to go for what could be a surprising sweep of the Carroll Chargers. So this one brought over in time from Luton. Able to sail this one high. Block tip down low. Got it. Headline able to get the block in time. The lead back down to 4, 20-16. Again, timeouts are going to be the thing to keep in mind. Carroll has already exhausted both. Homestead still with one remaining. Brought over from Luton. High swing tip. That's off the foot. Not going to matter. As Luton batted it off his foot, but can't do that here. You have to go a few miles north to Ruoff Mortgage Stadium to make that happen. Here's Maybe. Able to get this one up top. High swing down over to Schneider. Schneider again on the return. Gets it back over to Ciottorini. Ciottorini gets it deflected low. Gets back over to Peterson. Peterson off the tweeter and on the board again for Homestead. 21-17. So certainly far from over here in set number 3. Spartans trying to get out a few hours early. It's going to be up to Jaden Schneider, the senior. Nice short one up the middle. Gets over to Hench. High swing. Tip save from Ciottorini. Another one-hander, not going to matter. Back on the board. (21-17) here in the third. 22-17, I beg your pardon, in the third. As Isaac Bushong now ready to sail this one across. Able to reset. Dunk tip down low over to Maybe. High push again. This one out of play. So they did a good job of reading the line and the attack to cut the lead down to 7. But again, taking a look at the roster right now on the floor, no seniors presently. It's all juniors for the moment. No Hoover, no Maybe, or no Capers, no Helmkamp. And right now, no problem. 23-18 here in set number 3. Peterson able to connect in on the inside. And out of play. And Carroll now 1 point away from forcing this to a 4th. This one broken up the middle. High tip down low. Gets back over to Bushong. High swing inside. Resets over to Heilman. Heilman again finds Espinosa. Brought down in the middle, and Espinosa able to continue to keep the momentum in the direction for the Spartans. Again, you take a look last time these two teams met up. Third set looks awfully similar. It was 25-21 advantage of Carroll. Broken up in the meantime from Henline. They go for the swing for Espinosa. And to the middle. Now finds Maybe. Maybe on the back line. That's it. No, it goes out of the back line. Oh, my. That looked a little too close for comfort. As it looked like it maybe bounced in the back end, but not what I saw potentially. This one back up into the net, and Homestead answers right back. 24-21. Well, we'll have to take extra points, but and all on the arm of Colson Ciottorini. This one again in the middle. And that's how it closes out. Bushong able to get it down. So we go to 4, just as what the doctor ordered. As Carroll takes set number 3, 25-21. We go to a 4th in a moment.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, it's just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories.
We go to the 4th, 2-1 advantage of Homestead, but Carroll coming back rather quickly in set number 3 and able to win that one 25-21. This one bounces off the net, and Homestead gets off to a quick start, 1-0. Reminder, back with you tomorrow night. Start time roughly the same as tonight, about 6:30, maybe closer to 7 o'clock. For Heritage and Snyder. We'll have that for you right here on Summit City Sports. This one goes into the net and makes it 2-0. And another block tip in time to make it 3-0. So the rally continuing now under Heilman. Very similar to how set number 2 started. As Heilman was able to really get a rally up top and going, but this one goes right back into the net. It's a 3-1 advantage of Homestead. Here's the swing again on the line, but out of play. So no court there in the meantime, makes it 3-2. And Carroll all of a sudden making this a brand new ball game. Into the net it goes. And the 2-up advantage in time for Homestead. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. Has been a big week of boys volleyball again, with more of the teams just continuing to try to get themselves positioned for postseason play as this one flies up and over and out of play. With knowing how that postseason picture is going to be looking, and certainly the Snyder sectional going to be one of the more interesting ones we'll have to keep an eye on. But also 2 in the Huntington North sectional, while Homestead is certainly favored to come out of that one. Norwell has been looking very good too. Huntington North you can't count out either. So they're able to get the tip in this time to make it 6-2. But of course those sectionals will not be announced until the pairing show on May 3rd. So a week from this coming Sunday. So still a little bit of work left to go. That's the swing over in time from Espinosa. Able to bring this one up and across. Down tip. Got it. And the swing in time for James Hinch on the board to make it 6-3. Here in set number 4. This one again up the middle. High swing. Tip deflected. Got it to go. Brady Headline able to meet there in time to get back to a 4-point lead. As we take a look at the sectionals for Snyder, 10 teams. Carroll obviously leading the way, but a very good Columbia City team is in there. Leo is also in there. Snyder in there. Concordia Lutheran. And Northrop, again, we knew what they were able to do last year and make some secret noise when they least expected as this one goes out of the box. DeKalb, East Noble, Bishop Dwenger, and Woodland also in that sectional as well. And that's sectional 5. Since, again, there's only one class for boys volleyball in the state of Indiana. Could that potentially change to 2 down the road? Only time will tell. Here's a deflection blocked and out of play. 9-3 advantages of the Spartans. Meanwhile, you take a look at where Homestead is going to be in. They will be in that Huntington North sectional, which could give them a little bit more of an advantage, but we've got a very improved Southside team also in the equation. Heritage also hanging out in there as well. Norwell also riding a little bit of extra momentum too, so not a cakewalk out of sectional 6 for the Homestead Spartans. And again, it would ultimately set up that the winners of those 2 sectionals would face off against each other in regional play, which would be in Peru once again. This one swung up, still kept in time. Gets back over to Hinch. Hinch again on the return. Nice swing down again. High swing over for Henline. Henline sails it out of play. He was able to try to keep the battle going, but could not get it to go. And the Chargers answer back yet again, 9-5. Here's McClurg. Sails it up top. High swing. Another block tip and out of play. Out of play off the hands of Bushong. And so Homestead back up by 5. 10-5 here in set number 4. So they're trying to go for the regular season sweep against Carroll. Get both teams independent when it comes to volleyball, and boys volleyball we should say. Nice dunk tip from Isaiah Peterson in the meantime. So no conference championships awarded. But a possibility that could change down the road. Then keep in mind, too, both girls' teams also independent. Here in this 10-6 affair. This one again broken up, high swing, Henline swings up and out of play. And Carroll now finding a way to trying to get back into the momentum as they lead it 10-7. 10-7 as they trail 10-7, I beg your pardon. Helmkamp now back in. Finds Henline, deflected tip, rolls over, and in time again for Sparty. Shatterini able to sail this one down low. Eventually it becomes footsies on the front line. And Carroll now able to battle back yet again, 11-8. And you have the gut feeling, we said at the top, this could have the potential of going the distance. And right now, certainly the recipe has continued to brew as such. But how about that from Colson Shatterini, who didn't even expect that to go over as well as it did. But take the point, young man. 12-8, the advantage of Homestead. And start time of this one, 6:41 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And what is now certainly turning into more summer weather here in the 260, spring weather in the 260. And Carlson Shatterini, I beg your pardon. So they're waiting for the point to be ruled, but also, too, it looks like a potential illegal rotation coming in order right now. Hayden Hoover and Jaden Capers back in for Carroll. So they're trying to rule the rotation as it stands as legal, but it indeed is. Capers, battle up the front. Nice reach over in time for Luton. As he's over the halfway mark, 13-8. And Luton certainly making a case to be your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. But still plenty of game left to go here. Shatterini gets this one brought over in time over to Espinoza. Espinoza sets down to Capers. This one, battle to get up front. He missed it. A battle. And now kept live. Got to go for the set piece, and they do. It's Henline. Henline deflected on the board at end. As Brady Henline able to get the quick point in time. And just like that, the lead back to 6 for Homestead. Deflected again in the middle. They go to Capers. Block tipped in time for Henline. The lead back to 7, and the Spartans now just trying to go all gas, no brakes if they can. And if they can, that certainly will improve their standing to 11-5 in the regular season. Will drop Carroll down to 12-5. Shatterini broke it up again to Luton. Shatterini yet again. High swing from Hoover. No tip. And back on the board for Sparty. 16-8 as it's a double-up effort right now here at Spartan Arena. And Carroll will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Homestead trying to finish this in 4 here at Spartan Arena.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of one thing and I come to stay. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing, but walking that street line. I was trying to shout harder than the street lights. Ran the streets, I'm tired.
16-8 advantage of the Spartans as they are riding now a quick 5-0 run here in the fourth set and trying to at least get ever so closer to knocking off their rivals once again and go for the season sweep if they can. This one will be deflected up and out of play. And that's one thing to note about the Spartan team is that they've done a really good job of at least trying to get on the lines as close as they can, but force their opponents to make those mistakes up the middle. Now, granted, they made some of those similar mistakes, but tonight it's been on the service line for both sides as they've had some trouble at least trying to keep it in the line. But nonetheless, it is certainly looking awfully good right now for Homestead with an 8-point advantage here in the fourth. This one block tipped up the middle. Espinoza able to get this deflected up top, got it to go. And the lead back to 9, 18-9. Well, again, reminder, next week we will see these Homestead Spartans, but where we will be seeing them, that is a good question. We will let you know on our social media channels. And to follow us, be sure to follow us at 260 Sports. Like us on Facebook and Instagram. Search Summit City Sports. That one going to be a reach over, going to go against Homestead. And Carroll battles back to get the quick point to make it 18-10. So now it'll be up to Hayden Hoover, senior opposite hitter, ready to try to bring this one over. Hoover connects in on the inside. High swing up off the net. Still kept live. Back over to Hoover. Keeps this one in the direction. Finds Booker. Booker goes back row. Another block up into the net. Still kept live. Now another chance for Capers. This one way out of the box. And the lead back to 9. 19-10 advantage of Homestead over Carroll. As the Chargers again trying to force a fifth. Homestead trying to close it out. So they had a little bit of trouble in set number 3, but have tried to bounce back here in the fourth. This one going to go off the foot over a reach over. And so the Chargers now wanting to ride a little bit of a run of their own if they can. Here late in the fourth. Get a swing up the middle. Top row off Henline. Henline able to get the deflection in time. They were looking to see if they were able to get the tweet or the double, but they're not going to rule it for him. As it's 20-11. So no tip, no call. An advantage of Homestead. And a 9-point lead. They'll look to reset the rotations again once more. Capers looks to lob this one up. Sails back over to Espinoza. High swing. Capers dunk tip it in. Jaden Capers able to dunk it down in time, and the Chargers certainly still alive, 20-12. But a lot of work left to do here in the fourth. Again, we've seen strange things happen in the sport. Strange things happen between these two teams. Here's McClurg. Able to get this over to Shatterini. Tipped over. And a run into the net going to go against Bryson Booker. Lead down to 7, 20-13. Here's McClurg. Gets this one inside. High push. Swing. Tipped. Run up into the pads. Not going to matter. As Henline able to get the deflection in time. The lead back to 8. 21-13. Still work left to do. But thanks to the hands of the sophomore and Bryson Booker. Certainly a contender as your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. That is a reason why, too. as he's able to get the nice swing and a diagonal pull on the upper right corner. 9-point game, 3 to go. Booker goes to the back row deflection off McClurg. They go back over. Nice save from Hoover. Not going to matter. Or Booker, not going to matter. I beg your pardon. So the Chargers again bring it back. And an 8-point advantage. But again, they'll have to go on quite the rally to make up the deficit. We haven't seen them do that as such, at least from the matches we've been able to see this season. Booker out of play. But again, forcing teams that may seem a little too confident can bring them right back into the rotation. 7-point game, 22-15 here in the fourth. Opportunity for Papagiannis. Gets it back row to Espinoza. High swing over to Henline. Henline still in direction. High tip again from Capers. Still up the middle. This one into the net and an illegal reach over. And now Carroll all of a sudden now within striking distance. 22-16. Papagiannis able to deflect it in on the inside. Nice quick deflection. That one goes in time. It's Michael Heilman on the board. And a 7-point lead just takes 2. And it just takes number 2 to make a thing go right in Brady Henline. Henline ready to bring it over left to right. Henline. Short one received by Capers. And looks to go for the attack swing. One-hander dig. They go back to Espinoza. Block still kept live. They got to go back to Espinoza up top, and they do. A one-hander deflection. Do they go for the set-piece play? They do. It's Capers. Capers deflect up the Booker. Almost could have sailed out if it wanted to. Pass over to Chilvarini. Chilvarini now a chance. One-hand skyhook off the hands of Peterson. Espinoza, block tipped, reach over, still kept live. Espinoza, redemption, no! Another tip now back in Carroll territory. Here's McClurg. McClurg, one-hander over to Chilvarini. Do they go to Henline? And they do! Brady Henline on the attack, and it's match point for Sparty. Henline. Deflected. Gets over to Capers. And Capers forces the deflection, so they'll have to do it on defense. 24-17 here in the fourth. It'll be up to Capers now to bring it over. Capers inside. Nice deflection. That'll do it. Michael Heilman wants the guy in to finish it off. And Homestead wins it in 4 over Carroll. Your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, Brady Henline, thanks to some late set heroics and was able to charge very quickly in the second to win it in 4. Your final, 25-23, 25-13, 21-25, 25-17. We'll see you tomorrow night from Snyder as the Patriots of Heritage take on the Snyder Panthers. For all of us at Summit City Sports, Joe Northern saying so long from Spartan Arena. You've been watching Indiana High School Boys Volleyball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. That's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need